The saddest job in streaming. By JBM Fargo. Let's like his video. And if you enjoy the reaction content, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps support the channel. Let's tap in.
Their mind, and for good reason. They didn't come to watch them, but they are one of the most important components to making any IRL stream or YouTube video digestible. Even if the creator is doing it themselves, the camera work still has to be somewhat solid. Bad camera work leads to the situation DDG is in right now, where he's going off about former cameramen and wages. This all goes.
Honestly, what he's saying is 100% correct, gang. Like the cameraman is just as important as the streamer. If you want to have good stream quality, if you want to have good, you know what I'm saying, good pacing, like all of that shit matters, because streaming nowadays, especially if you're an IRL streamer, it's not just as simple as, you know what I'm saying, doing desktop, sitting down in front of a fucking webcam or sitting down in front of a camera and talking and interacting with your chat via desktop. When you're outside and you're doing IRLs and you're trying to be, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to be creative and you're trying to be entertaining, the entertainment, yes, it weighs heavily on the streamer, but at the same time, you need the cameraman to get the angles. You need the cameraman to get the zoom, to get the funny moments. You know what I'm saying? The streamer say something and then the cameraman got to pan to everybody in the surroundings to get their facial reactions to what the streamer that they recording. Just like, it's a lot that goes into it, like a lot. So I do believe what he's saying. The cameraman is literally just as important as the person that they're recording.
Back to Streaming University 26, in front of over tens of thousands of viewers, DDG ended up using 3 different cameramen, one being Kai Cenat for a brief segment. This all started when his cameraman couldn't keep up with his running, with DDG's chat calling him fat for breathing so hard. He started crying and going off on him.
Wait! I heard that shit saying on live. What the f? Where's Ed? He quit, okay? He quit. And I ain't a quitter, and I'm not about to start streaming, bro. So stop that shit. Okay? I be interacting with y'all in the community, trying to fuck with y'all. Y'all keep calling me fat. We need Ed. Stop breathing. I'm carrying 50 pounds of shit. Fuck.
This nigga might genuinely be butthurt. Now I do understand, like the chat's already be toxic as is. You got to understand, certain communities are more toxic than others, but these niggas are frustrated at the cameraman because the cameraman can't keep up. Gang, you gotta understand, these big ass streamers, their cameramen are walking around with fucking 30K backpacks. You know what I'm saying? Them shits are not. I'm not saying it's the heaviest thing in the world, but at the same time, cameramen are carrying like equipment. It's not just like, you know what I'm saying, you just got the phone or some shit. But it's like, should he be this upset about it? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like maybe it's the fat jokes that's getting to people because, hey, if that shit might have hit him deep where it hurt. Maybe he is fat. Maybe he not in shape to be fucking chasing niggas up and down the fucking campus. You know what I'm saying? And he already feel bad because he probably know he's missing the clips. These are clips that DDG should be getting. His clippers should be getting, but he's not getting it because the nigga can't keep up with the action. So he may genuinely feel bad because of that.
We still have like 12.
Crying is insane though. Crying is a little bit insane.
12 hours left of this shit. We got 12 hours left of this shit, bro. I'm thirsty. Oh.
Throughout the day, the chat will say that he's doing a bad job, and DDG told him to lock in so he can potentially be a millionaire like his old cameraman Johnny.
Lock in. Lock the fuck in. You know what happened to the last that complained?
What?
One of them became a millionaire and one of them quit. I know you don't want that for yourself.
Wait, that's 50. I'll take that.
Well, he didn't lock in and had to get schooled on the basics of what to do after he ruined the potential.
But it's like, which one don't he want? This nigga DDG literally just gave not two perfect examples, but two totally different trajectories. You know what I'm saying? What that nigga fucking Edward Frost said, Isaac Frost, the fucking writer, you know his name. fucking two roads diverged in wood. I took the one less traveled by. Nigga, we want to be the millionaire. Like, what are you saying? He said, well, you know what happened to the last two cameramen? They both quit. One of them made millions, and one of them didn't amount to nothing. You don't want none of what either one got. What do you mean, gang? We want the M's. Like,
clip.
Let me ask you this, and when you filming me, are you looking at me or are you looking at the camera? Me? Listen, that's all I need you to do, brother. Pay attention to me and just my eyes and my fingers. If I'm saying something and I'm pointing, that means I want you to look at that person. If I look at them, look at them. If I'm talking to somebody and they start talking, turn that bitch.
Nah, this gotta be embarrassing, especially after what happened earlier. You can obviously see DDG was pissed off. Like, content is everything to him. He basically lives and breathes content. This same cameraman will have to get schooled again by Kai Cenat, taking the camera out of his hand and teaching him what to do.
But at the same time though, you gotta understand, if you're gonna coach a nigga up, this is the perfect time to do it. We're at Streamer University. You're the fucking cameraman for one of the biggest fucking Twitch streamers in the world, on the biggest fucking platform in the world. Like, what do you like? If me personally, like, I could see if you was coaching nigga up, like it was like a random day and we're just IRL and then like niggas is fucking up so bad that you're literally coaching him in the middle of a fucking dinner segment that y'all had planned. I can see that, but you're at Streamer University. I personally believe Streamer University wasn't just for the streamers to get better, it's for the cameraman to get better. It's for everybody to get better. I'm saying, so you can't get mad if niggas is schooling you on how to do your job better. Niggas is trying to make sure that you can keep a job. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go back to, and I'm saying, oh, I don't know what bro, whoever the cameraman is, we don't know what he was doing before this, but I guarantee it ain't as lavish as, and I'm saying, hopping in black trucks with DDG, going to this spot, going to that spot, being around this nigga, being around that nigga. Like, literally, like, you're living a lot of fucking cameramen who went to fucking college for that shit's dream. You know what I'm saying? It's people who literally go to film school and can't even fucking get a cameraman role for a short film that's posted on YouTube. Like, they can't even get that gig. But you I don't know your credentials. Like I said, I don't know Buddy's credentials. I don't know what he did to get the job. I don't know how DDG found him, but it's like, if you're going to be schooled at any moment, I don't see the problem with being taught or being helped at Streamer University. It's the perfect place.
There's a new cameraman. He got an ass.
Fargo.
You want me to record for you? No.
Can I see that backpack real quick? Let me see the backpack. Can I see it? Then we look at the camera. Because sometimes I can tell.
I'm not clowning on this nigga, but let's go back. This is the face of a nigga who know he literally just got fucking fired. Let's
Then we look at the camera. Because sometimes I can tell.
Wait. This is the genuine face of a nigga who literally just got fucking fired. Like literally, like this is the equivalent of, you know what I'm saying, your manager, wherever you're hiding at work or wherever you were at work, your manager walks up and says, let me see your badge. Can I see your badge? Like, they not telling you what's about to happen. They not telling you, walk with me to the front. They're not saying nothing yet. Just let me see your badge. Nigga, he just took your backpack. You don't have a career anymore. Like,
and we not looking at the camera. So it's like, conversation happening, we gotta make sure to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You feel me? Just like that.
Kai did him dirty putting the camera on him though. He looked so fed up. So fed up that he quit after working less than a week for DDG. Ben Don and Dub would laugh at him and tell DDG to bring his last cameraman Ed back because he started streaming himself.
The person you called has a voicemail.
Block me, Chris. Over.
I'm sorry, you can't leave a message.
but think about, like, what does this say about DDG though? You know, like what does this say about him? Because yeah, he may be this, you know what I'm saying, this successful streamer. He may be the, you know what I'm saying, guy having all, but like, what does this say about you behind the scenes, in front of the scenes? Like what, like if you're the nigga that's known for having cameraman after cameraman after cameraman, and niggas are just quitting on you, what does that say about you? You know what I'm saying? You're not out of the woods with this shit. Like a lot of these streamers, maybe it's like a, I think a streamer wouldn't have a problem with their cameraman if they were at least acknowledging their cameraman's effort. Don't just, the only time you speak on my cameraman work is when you have a problem with it. The only time you speak on what I'm doing for you is when it's not up to your standards, it's not up to par. You're not giving me, you know what I'm saying, no good validation. You're not saying good shit. You're not saying, or I don't know, because like I said, we're not behind the scenes with these niggas. We don't know when the stream shut down and nigga hit in. We don't know what their interactions are. He could be saying, all right, bro, put the backpack out, get the fuck out my house. He could be doing bro like that. He could be not offering them food, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know these niggas, and I really don't care to know these niggas. But at the same time, what does this say about DDG when he literally had a cameraman quit on him in the prime of one of the biggest streaming events of the fucking year? You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be a streamer university probably until next year, and they talking about going to fucking Europe. That cameraman that quit on him, that's probably going to be the last time he ever cameramans for anybody, because you're going to be known as the nigga who quit in the middle of streamer university. You know, what other streamer gonna want to hire you unless it's like a up and coming streamer who just desperately needs a cameraman and they don't do all that moving around shit. But it's like you fucked yourself with all the rest of the big streamers. Maybe that nigga decided ultimately this cameraman shit for streaming is not for me. Maybe that's where he genuinely decided that.
Lock me. Oh yeah, you done. He done, boy. I been knew he didn't like you though. Hey, what you Hey, man, what you think with that dedication? I caught him over there by himself arguing with DD Chat in the speaker. And he was talking back to him. He's like, y'all shut the fuck up. And y'all called me fat. Wait, what? No, and I was like, why is he doing that? And then at that point, I knew he was like, man, I'm straight on this shit. Yeah, you see, Ed just sparked up about 40 people in there. He said, man, I don't give a fuck. You better go get your nigga back. That's all.
After this cameraman quit, DDG got a replacement, one I'm guessing that lasted until recently, where he had to teach him what to do on stream as well.
Who is David? That nigga named David.
He was laughing, but I'm sure it gets annoying after a while telling someone what to do, but I'm sure you already gave them the rundown already. Now, the cameraman that quit, whose name is Moda Media, will make a video discussing why he quit, saying that the work conditions weren't the best, speaking on the hot weather, bad Wi-Fi connection, and the fact that he got a lot of negativity.
But start off, streaming university sucked. It was 92, 94 degree weather, humid as and the campus was huge, way bigger than last year. On top of that, streaming university had crappy service, terrible Wi-Fi, not just DDGs, but other talents. Streams would go down. At one point, I couldn't reconnect back to the internet, I couldn't read the chat, and I couldn't send text messages myself. On top of the hot weather and the service, I was carrying 50 pounds of weight. Towards the 10-hour mark, I was dehydrated as fuck. My body started giving up on me. You know, when you're sweating so much and you're so dehydrated, you know, your shins give out, you get cramps. 13 hours in, I unintentionally started moving slow.
But to me, this is skill issue. I hear and I understand. I have the ability to sympathize with him. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But at the same time, these are all things that I'm sure you've came across. Like, these are all problems you've came across before. Why is this a problem now? I feel as though These are all things that are bottled up. They were never talked about. They were never discussed. And this nigga let his emotions get the best of him. And you know what I'm saying? He literally just quit. He couldn't take it anymore. And it's like, I'm not faulting him for that, but at the same time, you can't do what you did. And then like, I just hate the whole, you know what I'm saying? Let me prop my camera up, put a mic on my chain, and let me explain to niggas why I just randomly quit in the middle of streamer university. Like, I just don't see the point in doing that. I genuinely don't.
13 hours of just constantly holding the camera up like this. Camera operators are like at the bottom. You know, they treat us like at the bottom. Everything is our fault. I hear from a lot of other camera operators that I was talking to, they also cramped up. Body was giving out due to dehydration. You know, they needed to have a couple minutes to themselves to recharge, you know. All in all, you know, regardless of what may occur at streamer university, it just didn't work out between me and him. It was mutual. No hard feelings. I got a lot of love for him, and I hope it's mutual.
I'm sure he knew the type of job he was signing up for, seeing all these different streamers. Like, streams are chaotic, and the salary that he was getting made enough sense for him to take the job in the first place, so I'm sure he understood what he was getting himself into. He then speaks to any aspiring cameraman who wants to work with streamers, comparing it to working for the mafia.
Be prepared to treat it like the mafia. Nothing comes before the mafia. Nothing comes before the talent. Your family, your mental, physical health, errands, what you have to do at the house, talent comes first. You'll get a phone call at 1:30 that they need you at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and you are obligated to, you know.
Gang, that's every job. That's that's literally every job. You got to think about it. You can't if you have a regular standard 9 to 5, gang, you can't just decide one day, I got chores to do at home, so I'm not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have PTO or PTOP or all that fancy shit for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe you don't get PTO with fucking being a cameraman for a streamer, but at the same time, you don't have to clock in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not your typical job, but at the same time, you saying that nothing comes before the mafia or nothing comes before the talent. Nigga, that's your job. If that streamer wasn't that streamer, you would not have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, call it with it. Like I said, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, where I'm like sympathizing and I'm trying to understand. But it's like all of the stuff you're complaining about, I'm sure is in the contract. I'm sure it's in the job description. You know what I'm saying? If you're an IRL cameraman, you're going to be, I'm saying, following the streamer out in the world. Like, that's literally, it's in the job description. It's in the details. I'm sure he knew this.
Fulfill that. If you're gonna be a full-time camera operator, I suggest you have a strong program that goes well with physical, having a strong relationship with God or whoever you believe with spiritually. Or this job can really take a toll on you, especially when you're in the middle of the limelight with unintentionally. The haters and the trolls and the harassment can really get to your head, seriously. I'm grateful that, you know, I have a strong connection with God. I have a good, loving family back at home.
This is 100% facts. Your whole life basically revolves around the streamer you work for and their hours. It's long hours some days, and based on what I've seen online, some cameramen don't even get a lot of breaks. It's just the nature of the job. After hearing these comments and comments from Ed, DDG will go on a rant on stream saying that no cameraman will ever make close to as much or more money than a streamer that they're filming, comparing them to McDonald's workers and saying the benefits of connection/traveling with him is worth more than the salary itself.
Niggas will indirectly try to diss working for me, but niggas was so excited. Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. Like, you don't know how much cameraman's paid. Tell him how much he was paid at this point, bro. Like, I don't give a no. Let me put this in y'all brain. No cameraman will ever make as much money as the nigga they're filming. When a McDonald's, a nigga that's working at McDonald's, Checkers, In-N-Out, when they making them burgers, you think they think in their head, damn, bro, I don't want to make these burgers no more, because the nigga that owned In-N-Out, the nigga that worked hard as to get to this point in his life to make this much money is making more than me. It's not fair. Oh, I made 20 burgers today, I need more money. No, not what it is. Y'all trying to diss niggas, but it's like, y'all understand, bro. Like, niggas that work for me, bro, as a cameraman, you live a beautiful life. You travel the world, you meet the coolest people in the world. Like, every nigga that ever worked for me will tell you that. You can't say that you don't. Just
I think they're having an apples and oranges arguments though, because maybe the dude didn't show us the full, and I'm saying, video or the full complaint or whatever of the ex cameraman going into details talking about the pay or whatever. He mainly, to me, it looked like he was complaining about the working conditions. And then this nigga DDG, like a lot of his shit, like the reason why I don't take a lot of his like serious moments serious, because they always go back to money. You know what I'm saying? Like literally this moment where he's responding to what the dude's saying, he's like, no cameraman will ever make as much money as the fucking talent. That's a duh statement. That's duh. No 9-to-5 employee will ever make as much as the manager. No manager will ever make as much as the fucking CEO. Like that's the chain of command. That's duh. We get that. But it's like, for you to instantly go to money, to instantly go to monetization and how much the capabilities of a fucking cameraman can make is just a pointless statement. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said earlier in the video. It's like, we kind of got to question his character. We got to question how he treats people behind the scenes, because we ultimately don't know and we will never know. But at the same time, if a nigga's willing to just quit on you and then go and make what do you even call the video? It's not an exposing, because I don't think he exposed anything. It was just like I feel the need to tell my truth, because being a cameraman for the top streamers, the elite streamers, is not what it's cracked up to be. The lifestyle is not as nice as they glamorized it up to be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is.
Just because you ain't getting paid a $100,000 or whatever the niggas expecting, that don't mean a nigga ain't spending damn near that much. Flying niggas across the world, putting niggas in the nice hotels, Airbnbs, feeding niggas. Boy, I'm a great boss. I feed my cameraman, y'all. All this shit online where we be joking and shit like cameraman don't eat. If nigga, we go to Steak 48, you think I'ma tell my cameraman to go to In-N-Out? No, nigga, get a Wagyu. F it. I'm rich as hell. I'm not finna go above and beyond paying a motherfucker just because I'm making more money. It makes no sense. This is a business. That's not how business.
You gotta. This is really the mindset of a rich person, but it's just not like your typical rich person, but just like your ignorant rich person. You know what I'm saying? Made this wealth, this type of wealth never find me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody wants to be wealthy. Everybody wants to be rich. But again, what you do with your money, it literally just it emboldens your character. It emboldens how you see people, how you see the world. And it's like, maybe he's purely trying to say, like, I get the gist of what he's saying. It's like, I don't have a problem spending on niggas because I have the assets, I have the means. If you work for me, you're taken care of. But it's just like, this nigga's delivery is always terrible. It's just terrible.
Just work. Just because you're an individual doesn't mean that I don't operate like a business.
Now I see a lot of comments saying 2 to 3K a month when the rate that DDG was paying them was not disclosed at all. People are just running with a narrative from Twitter pages and comment bots. I agree with what DDG said as far as how much cameramen make relative to the streamer that they work with. People just don't like the analogy he used on top of the fake $3,000 number. No cameraman is ever gonna make as much as the talent that they film. Streamers are always gonna be the main character of their platform. That's just a no-brainer. The dumbest comment I saw was someone saying DDG can spend $300,000 on a car.
Can't pay me enough money to walk around recording another man all over the fucking world, but you want to tell me what I'm worth. You won't think twice to drop $300K on a car or buy some Chrome Heart jeans, but you'll tell me I'm not worth what I'm asking for. Gang, it's his money though. He made it. Like how, like I get that. I understand. Like you can never tell a person their worth. Like if you genuinely think that you're not getting paid your worth, and this goes for anywhere, any job, any employee in any corporation. If you feel like you're not getting your worth, you have every right to fucking leave. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has a gun to your head. Nobody has a knife to your throat. Nobody has any, like, you're not held hostage. You're not in bondage saying you got to work for me for this rate. And if you don't, you can't leave. Nobody ever said that, gang. If you're not getting your worth and you know your worth, go get your fucking worth. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sit here and tell a person who, you know what I'm saying, this nigga had money prior to streaming. He was rich off YouTube. Like however he decides to use his money and spend his money and pay his employees, that's his, like, that's his formula, gang. You can't say nothing about that. It may not be right, it may not be ethical, but it's like, you can't tell a person who made their money how to use their money. You just can't.
Or some Chrome Hearts, but can tell me what I'm not worth. And to that I'll say, what he's spending his money on has nothing to do with what you make as a cameraman. Exactly. That could be from music or some other venture that he made money from. And according to the Capaholics page on Twitter, who I think is a mod in DDG's chat, both his cameramen got about 5 figures per month at minimum, adding up to 100K plus per year. That does not sound like slave wages to me. To prevent any potential problem,
that's on top of all the added, you know what I'm saying? Is amenities the word, or you know what I'm saying? Not amenities, but like all the added on, you know what I'm saying? Traveling, flights, hotels, meals. I'm sure whenever that nigga DDG goes shopping, he letting his cameraman pick out like an outfit or two. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever that nigga get jewelry here, nigga, you want a tennis chain here. You know what I'm saying? That like that's just adding on to that. I don't think the money thing was ever the problem. I just want to know, how are you treating your cameramen behind the scene? Because if them niggas genuinely rock with you, but they knew the line of work was hard, you know what I'm saying? They would stick it out. You know, like it's a lot of people in real life who like they hate their jobs. They don't make enough. They gotta work overtime. They're dependent on overtime just to fucking cover bills, but they love the people they work with. They love the people they work for. You know what I'm saying? Their bosses treat them well. The coworkers treat them well. The company, outside of not paying them what they feel like they worth, the company treats them well. So it ultimately boils down to how are you being treated by your employer? And if you're not being treated right, if you're not treated right, and the compensation is not matching in your eyes, then you have no moral obligation to stay. You can go somewhere else.
In the future where people wanted to get paid their worth, instead of negotiating a set salary, it should be a percentage of revenue made per stream, and whatever way you want to calculate it or split it. Just pay people based on the time that they put the work in. DDG also says the job of a cameraman is easy, saying that these cameramen complain too much.
It's not the craziest job in the world. It's fucking simple. Hold the camera, make sure the battery's charged, travel the world, go out to the club with a nigga. We at the club, we see, you know, I'm a cool nigga. I'm not saying gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we good. Like, this is what I tell every nigga that work for me. If you're tired, I'm 20 times more tired. I can't leave the camera. You hold it. You can zone out. As long as you get the angles, I don't give a f if you texting on your phone or not. I don't give a f what you doing. As long as you getting the angles, nigga, you could be f***ing your girl. Nigga. As long as you get the angles, nigga, it's cool. I'm not tripping. I don't give a f what you do. It's an easy job. You talking about it's hot. Duh, nigga, it's summertime. Too much complaining, not enough angles.
The part about the job being easy varies from job to job, but it's definitely not manual labor, I'll tell you that. As far as the point about connections, traveling, food, and lodging being paid on top of the normal rate, I think that's 100% reasonable. I honestly don't think that's a bad deal at all. Whatever experience and relationships built from working around DDG will go a long way. And based on what Dub said on stream one time, I think his last cameraman Ed felt like he could have got way more just to fund his other ventures. And that's one of the reasons why he left.
You know, because you talk about how much cameramen start getting paid, then he's like, oh, you getting paid that much? Then they start asking for raises.
That's why Ed quit.
Yeah. How much for DDG paying?
Enough. And it wasn't enough, I guess, for him.
Throughout his online career, I'm sure DDG has had plenty of cameramen, but none stood out like Johnny and Ed. That's why they're mentioned so much. Johnny worked with DDG for a short time, but they got really close, even being featured in some of DDG's storylines. Sometime last year, he quit to pursue streaming, where he made over $500,000 in his first month, and is still pretty successful today.
Ain't no motherfucking, I know ain't no cameraman, bro. Ain't no pre-cameraman is making more money than Johnny. Johnny's the richest cameraman turned streamer.
All right, well, I think we get the gist of this shit, but it's like, it ultimately boils down to being a cameraman may not be the hardest thing in the world, but as the creator, you know what I'm saying, as the person being filmed, being constantly in front of the camera, I think it should be like a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? I respect your craft. You know what I'm saying? I respect your time. I'm showing up for you. I'm holding this camera for you. Respect me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just where it comes down to. Like, are they showing respect? Is the creator respecting the cameraman? Is the cameraman respecting the job? It's your boy RushMoreRick. If you enjoyed the reaction video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Binge them videos too, man. I'm dropping bangers for y'all. Lock in.